Case Cover Collision. Each and every week, Movie Cheer chooses a movie and looks at the different case covers available for that movie and puts them up against each other to choose which one is the best. And today on Case Cover Collision, the ghoulish Mean Cheer, will be taking over the judging, and I'll be looking at the Game of Thrones spin-off show House of the Dragon and the three different covers. So we got the DVD, the Blu-ray, and the 4K case covers here. And I'm just going to say a bit about the show first of all. I've watched I'm behind a bit on this show, so I've watched a couple of, I think about 4 or 5 episodes in, but I've not really, it's just one of the shows that I've just lost track of, but I have really been enjoying what I've been watching from that. I think it's a really good show. I really enjoyed Game of Thrones as well. I think it was, I know some people went a bit sour on that at the end, but I personally enjoyed it, all the show, and I even like the ending, personally, but everyone, each to their own, isn't it? But yeah, House of Dragon, I've enjoyed it so far, and you can pre-order now on Amazon the case covers for those, and I will put in some Amazon affiliate links below. If you want to check out them links, feel free to, you can purchase through them links. I must say, a small percentage of any sales through them links will go to supporting the Movie Cheer podcast, and so I appreciate if you do purchase through them links. But let's get to it anyway. So first of all, I'm going to start off with the DVD case cover of House of the Dragon. So we got the main female protagonist character here. You know what, I honestly can't remember her name now because I've not watched it in a few weeks, so this is the young version of this character, because I know they kind of like switch it up later on, where she is basically one of the Targaryens anyway. Basically, you've got her in the center of this. She's in like this red dress, and then you got behind her, you've got like a big look of the dragon, face on, front and center, looking center as well, same as her in the backdrop, and it looks like it's like the steps going up to the Iron Throne here as well. She's kind of like, the Iron Throne must be, it looks, I don't know if the Iron Throne is, no, it's not actually featured on this as far as I can see. But it's very dark colours here. You've got like some fire, some flames at the bottom of here. You know, it's the House of Dragon, it's fire, it's dragon. And yeah, I like this. It's very simple. You've got the text of this, and it's very, you know, the Game of Thrones style text for your Game of Thrones at the top, a very small text, and then you got House of the Dragon in the centre as well, just below this Targaryen princess as well. And you know the show, you know it's got dragons. You're looking at this, if you don't know the show, you're going to look at it and think, wow, this looks like some like fantasy, medieval sort of thing, and you'd be right in thinking that. And I like this cover. It's simple, it does what it needs to do for this show. Let's now move on to the Blu-ray cover of House of the Dragon. Blu-ray cover is kind of like very similar, just a bit more, I'd say a bit more simpler, a bit more minimalist, this one. So you've got this female character again, the same dress, but this time she's looking side on. She's at the bottom this time. The placement is at the bottom. You've got like the fire at the bottom again, kind of like going off like a little bit of the flames. A very dark background again, like a very black and smoky background with a bit of like yellow tint to the top right corner. And then, you know, slap bang in the middle. It looks a bit wider this time, the actual text. It looks like it's taken the full space of the middle of this cover on this time. And then in the background again you have the dragon, but it's a different look at the dragon. The dragon is also looking in the same direction as her as well, but it's a different shot where it's a bit more of a wider shot this time. You get a full look at this dragon, its big long neck. Kind of looks like this big like dinosaur type lizard, like this dragon. So you get a big, a real good look at this dragon, and again, you get a good feel of what this show is going to be if you're not aware of what this show is, going down. I always think you're going down a HMV wherever your shop is for buying movies. You see this show, you've never heard of it. It's like, what do you get from that? What do you get? And to me, you get medieval, dragons, fantasy. You know what you're going to get with this. I like it. Again, it's very simple. I got to say, though, being honest with you, the House of the Dragon DVD for me is my favourite so far. I just love the look of that, the dragon close up, front facing, centre, and then, the steps going up like the Iron Throne. I think it's a bit darker, even more dark than the second one. So the DVD for me so far is still winning. So now let's take a look at the 4K cover, the 4K steelbook for this. So the 4K steelbook, again, with these steelbooks, they're always a lot different, a bit more effort art-wise going into these. So this one, very different in colours. You got orange and yellow, where yellow really taking the it's like a fire colour, yellow and orange taking the front seat on this one. You've got like these sort of like textured looking dragons, kind of like what you'd see on maybe, if you have like a tartan print, it would be like this. They're not like dragons per se, they're like sketched out dragons on this cover. And they look really cool. I think it's actually the dragons, what you probably see in the intro titles to House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones. It's kind of like that visual look. The text on this is in the like top right-hand side this time, but very small, the text. Very, very small in comparison to the rest of the covers. You can still see House of Dragon, but it's, not as large as they'd done. They kind of went for the art look in this one and the art of the dragons. And they went for the colour being a big, selling point to this one. So very different cover to the first two covers. I like this. I'll be honest with you though, I don't think for a steelbook, it's not like... It's not amazing. It's not like I look at some of these steelbooks and I've seen a few different ones now from doing these these case covers, and for me, you get ones what really do look special and look like they've really went the extra mile. This one just doesn't feel like it's went the extra mile in creating a piece of art and something special for fans. That is just that extra bit. It just feels a bit, not all there. It's not the best it could be. So, which one is my best? Which one is the winner of this week's edition of Case Cover Collision? I've got to go with the DVD. I'm going to say the DVD because I think it is the most... the text looks great. I think the look of the dragon in the background, I think it just looks perfect for this show. I think it really, pictures everything in a case cover what this show is for me, and more so than the other ones. And I think the other two are good covers, but... for me, the DVD just does it all for me. I think it's great. So this week's winner of Case Cover Collision is House of the Dragon, the DVD case cover. And as I said, if you want to check out them affiliate links, I will link them in below so you can get your pre-orders in on House of the Dragon.